Explore the fascinating life of Priscilla Presley in 2024. Discover her updated net worth, age, and height, and dive into her comprehensive wiki bio. Uncover the highlights of her illustrious career, from her iconic relationship with Elvis Presley to her own achievements in acting and business. Don't miss this exclusive look into the life and legacy of Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley is an American businesswoman and actress. She is the ex-wife of American singer Elvis Presley, as well as the co-founder and former chairperson of Elvis Presley Enterprises, the company that turned Graceland into one of the top tourist attractions in the United States. Born May 24, 1945, age 79 years, Brooklyn Naval Hospital. Spouse, Elvis Presley, M. 1967 to 1973. Children, Lisa Marie Presley, Navarone Garibaldi. Height, 1.63 meters. Grandchildren, Riley Keough, Benjamin Keough. Parents, James Wagner, Anna Lillian Iverson. Full name, Priscilla Ann Presley. Priscilla Presley net worth $10 million. Early life. Priscilla Ann Wagner was born at Brooklyn Naval Hospital in Brooklyn, New York on May 24, 1945. Her maternal grandfather, Albert Henry Iverson, was born in Egersund, Norway. He migrated to the United States, where he married Lorraine Davis, who was of Scots-Irish and English descent. Their only daughter was Anna Lillian Iverson, whose name was later shortened to and Presley's biological father was U.S. Navy pilot James Frederick Wagner, son of Catherine and Harold Wagner of Cherry Tree Township, Pennsylvania. He married Ann on August 10, 1944, after dating for more than 3 years. Wagner died in a plane crash on November 3, 1945. In 1948, Ann married United States Air Force officer Paul Beaulieu, from Quebec, Canada. The couple raised Priscilla, along with half-siblings Donald, Michelle, Jeffrey and twins Thomas and Timothy Beaulieu. Priscilla's surname was legally changed from Wagner to Beaulieu on April 17, 1950. Over the next few years, the growing family repeatedly relocated as her stepfather's Air Force career moved them from Connecticut to New Mexico to Maine. Priscilla describes herself during this period as a shy, pretty, little girl, unhappily accustomed to moving from base to base every 2 or 3 years. Presley would later recall how uneasy she felt about having to move so often, never knowing if she could ever make friends for life or if she would fit in with the people she would meet at the next place. In 1956, the family settled in Del Valle, Texas, but soon Beaulieu was transferred to Wiesbaden, West Germany. Priscilla was crushed upon learning this news, as it occurred just after her junior high school years, and was upset about leaving her friends and connections behind. Acting career. Presley had shown an interest in dancing and modeling and had modeled for a local store once. Helby Wallace, a Hollywood producer who had financed many of Elvis's earlier films, showed interest in signing Priscilla to a contract. However, during her marriage she never pursued these activities as a career, instead calling acting or filmmaking a hobby. Priscilla was sensitive about Elvis's opinion, because he did not want to let Priscilla have her own career, repeating the then-popular saying, "A woman's place is in the home looking after her man." Priscilla neither pursued fashion modeling nor did she sign any exclusive contracts, instead choosing to comply with her husband's wishes. Presley had originally been offered a role as one of the leads on Charlie's Angels. She turned down the role because she disliked the show. Presley made her television debut as co-host of Those Amazing Animals in 1980. In 1983, she had her first professional acting role on a Season 2 episode of The Fall Guy titled Manhunter. She then went on to play in a television film titled Love is Forever, starring alongside Michael Landon. Although she was treated well by most of the cast and crew, and her acting was praised by several of her co-stars, she found Landon difficult to work with on set. After the television film aired, Presley took on the role of Jenna Wade in the primetime soap opera Dallas. As the third actor to portray Jenna, after Morgan Fairchild and Francine Tacker, she played the role for the longest of the 3 after the character was expanded and Presley became a series regular. In 1988, after 5 years, Presley left the show. During her tenure on the series, she was also offered the role of Bond girl Stacey Sutton in A View to a Kill, 1985, but she had to decline the role due to scheduling conflicts. The role ultimately went to former Charlie's Angels star Tanya Roberts. In 1988, Presley starred opposite Leslie Nielsen in The Naked Gun, From the Files of Police Squad, as Jane Spencer. Critic Roger Ebert praised Presley's performance, saying her light comic touch helped balance out the film's more over-the-top humor. She would go on to act in the next two movies in the series, The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear, 1991, and Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult, 1994. All three films performed solidly at the box office. In between, she acted in The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, 1990, with Andrew Dice Clay. During the mid to late 1990s, she made guest appearances on the hit television shows Melrose Place, Touched by an Angel, and Spin City. Presley made her pantomime debut in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at the New Wimbledon Theatre, Wimbledon, London, during Christmas of 2012, starring opposite Warwick Davis. She reprised her role of the Wicked Queen at the Manchester Opera House in 2004.